of the options for WooCommerce as well as all of the products. So in this tutorial, you guys can expect to learn everything there is to know about WooCommerce. Now, I've actually divided this up into sections. We are first going to talk about all of the different products you can create, such as simple products, variable products. Like right here, we have a basic variable product, and you can change it. So we will go through all of the options for all of the products. And then after that, we will actually go to some of the WooCommerce settings. Now, if you guys are looking for just a specific part of this tutorial, such as tax or shipping or checking out, there is timestamps in the description. You guys can go ahead and just check those out. Now, I'm also going to go a little bit further and give you guys additional plugins to help you out with something like product add-ons or things to help you out with shipping or additional ones that just, look good. So also, I'm going to introduce you to something like Stripe, where basically people can check out on your website. So we're going to talk all about that in this tutorial, guys. So this tutorial will cover everything. It is up to date as of January because I know WooCommerce tends to update. So the first section, we're going to talk about products. Okay, so let's go. All right, guys, welcome to the product section tutorial. So here we're going to talk about all the products that you can create with WooCommerce. So first is a simple product. There are no options for it, just a simple add to cart. Next, we're going to do a variable product. Now here you have different variables. Now this is good for t-shirts, something like a medium red. So here you see we have options to change. So this is a variable product. Next, we have a group product. And this is ideal for something like cell phone sizes, such as 32 gigs is $100, 64 gig is $200, so on and so forth. Next, we're going to do a downloadable product. So this right here is a downloadable file. People can purchase it and they will be able to download your ebook or file. Next, we have a virtual product. Now this is ideal for something like phone calls because once they purchase it, they don't really receive anything. So you would probably want to talk to your clients about this, but this is a virtual product. Next, we have a affiliate product. So this right here is basically saying, buy this product. If the customer goes over here and he buys it, they'll be redirected to a website. And if they purchase that product, you will receive a commission. So that is an example of an affiliate product, okay? So let's go ahead now and dive right into this, and let's go ahead and do our first simple product. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a name right here. I'm gonna put simple product shirt. All right, and this section right here is the long description. So this will appear actually on the bottom right here. So the product description is the long tail right here. All right, so here I'm just gonna put some dummy text, and you can also add in an image. So right here under add media, and click on this and maybe add in something like, I'll add this Divi logo. Okay. And let's go ahead and scroll down over here. And now we see product data. Now we have all these options right here. So basically this section right here is saying what kind of product you want to create. A simple, grouped, an affiliate, or a variable product. We're going to do a simple product here. Now these are not downloadable or virtual. So here I'm going to put, this is a $100 shirt. Now, do you want to schedule a sale? So if you want to schedule a sale, let's say, okay, fine, this shirt's on sale for maybe 50 bucks. Now, how long do you want the sale to go on for? So you can schedule the sale. So right here, I'm going to click on this little icon and say, okay, the 13th to the 31st, this will be on sale for $50, okay? Now, this next section is a new feature WooCommerce has added. So a tax class. Is this product taxable? Is the shipping only taxable? Or is this not taxable whatsoever? Usually you're going to put taxable. Now we will talk more about shipping and taxes in the other section where we talk about WooCommerce settings. And right here we have tax class. Now again, I will talk more about these in a little bit later, but generally you're going to want to leave it as standard and you want to leave it as taxable. Unless you don't want to have any tax for your products, then you can put 0. But for tutorial purposes, I'm just going to leave it as taxable. Okay. Next, we have the inventory tab. So if you have a SKU number, you can go ahead and put that in here. Also, manage stock. So if I click on this, it's going to actually put this little section right here. Now, this is basically saying how many do you have left? And the customer is going to actually see this, okay? So let's say I have 10 shirts left. I have 10 shirts left. Do you allow back orders? So basically saying, if you don't even have the product, you can still sell it. Now, do you want to notify the customer? Or do you just want to just say, yeah, don't tell them, just buy it and we'll do it on our own. Now, if you don't want to allow back orders, you can do not allow. Now, is this currently in stock? So let's just say you run out or your products just disappear. You can say, all right, we're currently out of stock right now. But for now, I'm going to put in stock. Now, sold individually. Now, this you don't want to select. This is basically saying they can only purchase this product by itself and no other products. There are some reasons for this, but generally for an online store, you're not going to use this very often. It'd be very, very rare to use this. So do not select that. Next is shipping. So how much does this weigh? You know, what does this weigh? I don't know. Let's do 1 pound. Now, how big is this? I don't know. A t-shirt weighing a pound? I don't know. That's kind of a heavy shirt. Now, the dimensions. So what is the length? I'm going to say 12 inches. What's the width? I'm going to do 8 inches. What's the height? I don't know. 6 inches. 6 inches. Now, shipping class. Now, we will talk more about shipping classes a little bit later in the tutorial. Right now, we're just doing basic products. Now, linked products. So we have upsells and we have cross-sells. And we also have grouping, okay? Now, what is an upsell and a cross-sell? So just by going over here, it'll basically let you know what they are. It basically says they recommend products that you're currently viewing. Now, I've always recommended upsells. So an upsell is basically saying, if they purchase this product or they add it to the cart, what other item do you want to recommend to them? So let's say you have other products. So I'm going to put in something like... So you don't have a Patty's dress shirt. These are other products I have on my store, but for you, if you're beginning, you're not going to have anything in here, okay? So right here, I'm going to say, okay, I want to recommend the Patty's dress shirt. Now, a cross-sell. So what is a cross-sell? A cross-sell is when they're at checkout. What other items do you want to promote? Now, I recommend accessories for the product or add-ons. I do not recommend different products. The reason why is because if somebody's already out the door to go check out and buy something, why confuse them even more? Just let them buy something and get out, you know? So I personally don't recommend cross-sells as far as other products, but as accessories, yes. So right here, I'll put something like Patty's stylish shirt. Okay. Now for grouping, we will talk more about grouping a little bit later in the tutorial when we talk about group products. Okay. So attributes. Now this section right here is for variable products. So we will come back to this and advanced. So once the customer purchases something, what do you want to let them know? Like good sale, awesome. Now also for the menu order, also do you want to enable reviews? So this right here is basically saying once they purchase the product, can they enable reviews? Now also, this might actually be for people who have never even purchased the product, but generally you might want to leave reviews in there. Now also you can do custom ordering of the position as well of this product, but generally you might want to leave it as 0. So next section we have is the product short description. So this is basically saying this section up here, what do you want it to say? So I'm going to put this is an amazing shirt. Oh, also make sure that this is under visual. This is under an amazing shirt. And of course you can go ahead and add in a picture if you would like. Maybe you want to add in a current logo, etc. Okay, so let's see, 100% made in, I don't know, let's do Canada, made in Canada. Okay, so we have 100% made in Canada. Now we do have some other features here on the side. So you need to give this product an image. Okay, so we are doing a simple product shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and do simple product shirt. See what image should I do it for it. We will give it something like this black one and set the product image. Now also for product gallery, let's say the customer decides to view this item. What other products do you want to show? Now generally you want to show the same product maybe from different angles, but for tutorial purposes I'm just going to go ahead and add in some just random shirts. But remember, for the product gallery, generally you kind of want to add the same product in and maybe just give different angles of it. Say, you know, this is what it looks like from this side, etc. So product tags. Let's say somebody decides to look at your website and they see shirts or dress shirts. Let's do dress shirts. Now, if they click on dress shirts, it's going to actually recommend a variety of the same tags, okay? So let's say, for example, they click on dress shirts. They're going to see all the items that you tagged under dress shirts. So that is what product tags are. Next, we have product categories. Now, you can actually select a specific part of a category. Now, let me give you an example really quick of why you would want to categorize your items. So going over here, we have something like new arrivals. So you can create a category for new arrivals and maybe put that on your front page. Down here, we have exclusive products. So maybe you want to sort of categorize it saying these are for women, these are for men, etc. So that is a reason why you really want to use product categories. So here I'm going to put Patty shirts. So we have Patty shirts, okay? So looking over this, guys, we've basically filled out everything correctly. Looks like we've added our price, we've added in taxable, our inventory, etc. Let's go ahead now and publish the product and see what we have done. And guys, it's like this for almost every item. So once you kind of learn how to create a simple product, you're going to be very familiar with the other products. So now I want to preview the changes. All right. So here you can see that it is on sale. So I put that it was $100, but it is currently $50. We have, this is an amazing shirt. And if you notice right here, the bottom part will actually display up there. So this is an amazing shirt. Here we have 10 in stock. Now the reason why this appears is because under the inventory tab, we said we have 10 in stock and we enabled the manage stock. And right here we have Patty shirts, which is the category, and also dress shirts, okay? Now also right here we have the gallery. So you can see that we have these two shirts right here, and that is because we added them right here under the product gallery. Okay, so you see the two shirts there, and here we have the other information right here. We have this image. Maybe that image was too big, it's kind of cutting off, but you'd probably want to use a smaller image. We have additional information such as the weight and the dimensions. And over here, people can actually add in a review saying this shirt sucks, but they give it 5 stars. I get that a lot. It's kind of weird. So there you go. And now you see that we have a review right here. Okay. Now right here, you see what you may also like. And this is the upsell. This is basically saying we want to recommend different products to them because we added this in the upsell. Now let's go ahead and add this to the cart really quick. I'm going to add this to the carts. Now I'm going to view the carts. Now I already have a product in there. Yeah, we got to get rid of that one. That one's gone. So also right here, you may also be interested in this shirt. Now this shirt is the cross sell. So going over here, you see link products. We have cross sell. So Patty's stylish shirt. Patty's stylish shirt. So this is a cross sell, okay? So that is basically a rundown of basically all the options for the products and what they do. So that is a simple product, guys. Pretty easy, not too complicated. It's pretty simple stuff. Let's go ahead and move on to the little bit more advanced products, such as the variable product. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to variable products. So I'm gonna go to plus new and go to product. Now, another way you can do this is just by going over here to add a product. Same thing, it's the same options. They're, it's just a shortcut for either way. So here I'm going to do something like Patty's cute shirt. Patty is my dog, so that's why I use Patty. So I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get some dummy text. Now right here, you guys already know that this section right here goes on the bottom. So I kind of don't need to go over this again. Now right here, I'm going to do variable products. And then we have all of our options disappear. Woo! All right, but still we have the options right here of, is this taxable, which we talked about, and the tax class, which we'll talk about a little bit later. So inventory, same thing, nothing has changed. Shipping, same thing, nothing has changed as well in this section. And link products, the same thing, guys. So upsells and cross sells are the same. However, we do actually need to do attributes and variations. Now right here, if you go to variations, it says before you can add a variation, you need to add some variation attributes on the attributes tab. So going over here, I'm gonna click on attributes. Now we need to basically add an attribute right here. So right here, I'm gonna go to add. Okay, so what do you want to give them the option for? Maybe something like size or color or weight. So right here, I'm gonna put size. Now what size do you wanna offer? Well, maybe you wanna add small. Now you need to actually hold shift and press the little bracket symbol above the enter sign to get this symbol, okay? So next we're gonna do medium. And then again, bracket. And if you are on a keyboard, it is above the enter sign and you need to hold shift. So usually it'll look like that, but if you hold shift, it'll look like this. And lastly, we will do large. Okay. And here we're going to select use for variations and we're going to click on save the attributes. Actually, we'll do size is, because I think I already have one that it's size. So sizes, okay? Now let's go to variations. Now we need to add in the variation. So going right here, we'll do create variations from all attributes. And we'll go to go. Here we'll say, yeah, you know, are you sure you want to do this? I'll say, okay, go. Yes. So 3 variations were added. So here we go. We have small, we have medium, and we have large, okay? Now right here, it says default form sizes. So when the customer goes to the product first, such as this right here, what do you want them to have it like on originally? Maybe just choose an option. Now you can actually set it to say, I already want it on medium and I want them to be on black right when they come to the product. So that is basically what that option is saying right there. So right here, I'll just put default sizes. And right here, under small, we're gonna go over here and click on this little arrow. All right, and if you have a SKU number for this, go ahead and enter a SKU number. So remember, now we are editing just the small version, okay? So what does the small shirt cost? Maybe $100. Is this on sale? I'm gonna put no. Now, a very important step, guys, is you need to add an image for every single one. So right here, I'm gonna do select an image, and let's go ahead and select this white shirt right here, okay? Now the same options, guys. So is this in stock? Yes, it's in stock. What's the weight? Maybe a pound. What are the dimensions for the small shirt? So I don't know. I don't know what you're selling. I'm just going to do 5, something like that. Yeah. Shipping class, we will talk more about shipping a little bit later. Tag class as well, same thing. Now, you don't really need to add a variation description for the product because remember, we're actually going to add in a description right here and also right here. But you're more than welcome to add in an additional description for just the small shirt as well. Okay? So skipping this, I'm just going to say, okay, everything looks good here. And guys, remember, you must add in a price. If you do not add in a price, the product will not allow you, it won't allow the customers to purchase the product. Okay? So going back over here, I'm going to close this. And now let's go ahead and open the medium. So going over here, I'm going to select this shirt again. And I'm just going to say it's $100. And I'm just going to leave that. Leave everything as standard. Okay, now I'm going to close this again. And now we're going to go to the large. And we have to do this for each one, guys. So each specific one, you have to select a specific picture and price. So $100. Okay, now right here, I'm going to do save changes. Okay, so we have our variations. Now let's go ahead and add in a description. Something like, this is a cool shirt. And again, guys, you can add in the product image as well. So going over here, I'll go ahead and select, okay, what's the default image? Let's select this one right here. All right, and you know, I really wouldn't recommend adding gallery images to the variable product because they're gonna see this each specific one anyways, but you know, you can add them, you know, maybe just, you know, whatever. All right. Also product tags, you can add in tags as well, just like we talked about earlier. And you can add this in a specific category. So this is actually Patty's cute shirt. So I'm going to leave this still under Patty's shirt. Okay. So it looks like everything is ready to go. Let's go ahead now and publish the product. All right. Now let's go ahead and preview the product. Okay. So this is a cool shirt. You see Patty's cute shirt. Let's go to the sizes. We have small, we have medium, and we have large. And remember, if you don't have a price for each specific one, guys, the product will not be able to be sold. Let me give you an example. This is a very, very common error, and I see this a lot on my tutorials. So going over here to variations, I'm just gonna delete one. So I'm just gonna delete one price only and go to update. So I just deleted the price for the small shirt. But if I go over here, under small, it says this product is not available. Let's see medium. Okay, you know what? They actually changed this in an update. My bad. Before, if there wasn't all of them, it wouldn't let you buy the shirt whatsoever. So don't worry about it too much, but just make sure to have the prices there, okay? WooCommerce actually updated today. So my bad. All right, so that is basically how you guys do variations, but let's go ahead and add in a second variation because maybe you have something like, you know, maybe you have color, maybe you have a specific color. So over here under attributes, we're gonna go ahead and add in another one. Okay, and here we're gonna put in color. And we'll do red, black, and white. And we'll do use for all variations and go to save attributes. All right, so now that we've added those attributes in, let's go ahead and go to variations, and let's go ahead now and add in the variation. So right here, I'm gonna do create variations from all attributes and go to go. Yep, go, 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 go. So more variations have been added. So here we have the small red, the small black, the small white, the medium red, the medium black, and the medium white, and so on and so forth. So we have all of the things right here. So this is basically how we do it. But I do have these other ones right here, such as any color. Now this was probably new to the update. So I'm just gonna remove this one. I don't want the any color. We don't need that. So if this happens to you, you can just delete them. We don't need all of those other ones down there. Okay. So great. So for each specific color, we have a specific size. Now guys, this is where all the fun is. So you're gonna have to go through each and every one and set the price right here. So right here I have red small. So you want to select a red. Okay. Now guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and just run through this really fast. You guys don't have to follow me, but you know, red $100. Actually, I'll just do the three one. I'll just do these three. I'll just do these. That's a lot of work. So small black. Over here, we need to add in a small black. And remember to enter in the price. Okay. And right here, I'm gonna go to close and small white. Click on this. And you want to basically put the image of the color here because, you know, if you put a small white and you put a black shirt, it's gonna look strange. And here I'll put $100. Okay. So I've only edited the small. Okay. So let's go ahead now and test it out with just the small. Okay. So here I'm gonna go to save changes, and you'll have to go through all of them, guys, for each specific variation to make it appear, okay? Now going back over here, I'm gonna go to update. Okay, and go to preview changes. Yeah, you know, before they actually had it where if you didn't fill out every single option, they would just make it 0. So they updated that, and I didn't know that. So right here, sizes, remember, small. So red, you're gonna see the red shirt pop up right here. And the red black, I'm sorry, the small black. Now a black shirt appears right here. And a small white. So now the picture of the white shirt appears. Now one more thing I want to mention that we talked a little bit about earlier was the advanced section right here under menu order. So this basically says, what position do you want this product to appear on your product page? So the lower the value is, the higher it will appear. So let's say, for example, you can put -3. Now this is, it's the lowest you can have. So if you want to have like a high one, you can put 10. So the higher it is, the higher it will appear on your shop. So that is an example again of menu order, in case I was not clear about that on the first product. Okay. So updating that, you guys have seen that this is a variable product and it is all ready to go. Okay. So that is an example, guys, of a variable product. I'm gonna close these ones. Let's go ahead now and move over to the group product, where it is basically giving them options like this, where they can select it, etc. And my text here is white, so I'm way too lazy to change it. You know, it's a good theme. It's a really cool theme. I just don't want to change it. So let's go ahead and add product, and we're going to now do a grouped product. All right, so here I'm just gonna give it a name. I'm gonna do Patty's grouped shirts. And of course right here, we're gonna go ahead and give it a description. Just gonna steal this from this page right here. And this is the long tail. So remember, this appears at the bottom. And right here, we're gonna go to product and go to group product. And right off the back, you're gonna notice everything disappears. Not to worry, we're going to make a parent products for this, or child products. So same thing, guys, we have the inventory right here and link products, which is upsells and cross sells. We have attributes, but we are not going to use attributes for the group products, and also advanced. So we can add a purchase note if they purchase it. We can add in the order of the product, etc. Okay. Now right here, you want to give it a description. So, just go ahead and give it a description. Actually, no, we can't use this twice. We're gonna do something else. Let's do buy all our sizes. Okay. Now right here, I'm gonna set a product image. Now let's do something like, what are we gonna do? This one right here. Let's add this guy. Okay. And we've set group product. So what we're doing right now is we're actually creating an apparent product, and we're going to create sort of child products for this product. Okay. So just go ahead and publish it. Just go ahead and publish it. All right. So we've actually created the group product, but we need to actually add child products to this. So right here, just go to add products. Now, what products do you want under that? So right here we did let's see what we do here. We'll do something like I'll just keep it basic, 64 gigs. 64 gigs right here. I'm going to add a price of $120. Okay. Now going over here to link products, under grouping, we're going to search for the apparent product. So I think it was Patty's grouped shirts. There it is. Patty's grouped shirts. Okay. And right here, you can give it a description, cool shirt or cool. No, actually we're doing gigs. So let's see, a cool size for small users. I'm pretending that we're doing a phone now. So yeah. All right. So going over here, guys, now one thing you're going to have to do when you do group products is you're going to have to hide this from your category, your catalog, because you don't want to make this as a product floating around on your website. We want to make this hidden, okay? And I'll explain why once we do that. So right here, I'm going to go to OK, and we made this hidden. I'm going to add it under Patty's shirt. Now, we don't really need to add a product image, okay? So let's go ahead now and just publish this item, and we're going to take a look at our product. All right, now if you go to preview changes, guys, this is actually not going to look good, and don't worry, the customer will not see this product because we made it hidden. So let's go ahead now and kind of find our product in our shop. So we did the Patty's product right here. It's going to be under page 2. Should be under page 2. There it is. So Patty's group shirts. And you notice how it says view products. So I'm going to click on this. Now we have Patty's grouped shirts, and we have it on sale for $120. Now right here, there's actually some, we can add in some text right here. So right here, you see how I have 64 gigs. It's just the theme I'm using. I added white text. So depending on the theme you're using, you probably want to put text that's legible. So right here, we have 64 gigs as $120, and the user can select a certain amount, okay? Now let's go ahead and create another one and maybe add in something like 128 gigs, right? So going over here, I'm gonna go to add a product, and let's just do 128 gigs. 128 gigs. And here I'll put nothing. And then for the price, we'll add in something like $300. Kind of expensive, but why not? So $300. Now under the link products, grouping, we want to find the Patty's product again. Patty's group shirts, add that in. And again, we want to make this hidden. Okay, so hidden. And click on OK, and click on publish. All right, so going back over here, guys, let's go ahead now and refresh the page. And voila. So now we have, right here, you see 64 gigs is $120, and 128 gigs is $300. So this isn't a good example if you want to sell cell phones or something with memory size. And also notice if you go to my shop page, you're not going to find those products by themselves. Now, the reason why we made it hidden is because it's a group product. It's part of this product. And you guys can see the price now goes from $120 to $300 because the 64 gig cost $120 and the bigger size cost $300. And of course, those products are hidden from the catalog, so they cannot see the child products anywhere on your shop. Okay, so that is an example, guys, of a group product. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next product, which is going to be, we'll do the affiliate product next. Okay, so I'm gonna go to add a product, and the affiliate products, guys, are very, very simple. So let's say you want to have an affiliate website where people just buy stuff, or you redirect them to another website and they buy it, then you receive a commission. This is a perfect idea for affiliate websites. So here I'm gonna do affiliates shirt for commission. Of course, you would never want to put that on your website. Just put like, whatever the product name is, and here you can just give it a description. I'm missing the L, so let's go ahead and add the L. All right, copy. So here I'm just gonna give it some description. Now right here, I'm gonna do external affiliate product. And notice right off the bat, guys, the shipping disappears and all that other stuff disappears because this is basically not your product. You're kind of just referring them to another website. So what is your affiliate link? You know, when you sign up to an affiliate company, they give you an affiliate URL. So I'm going to do Divi because I like to make tutorials on the Divi theme. I have a ton of them. You guys can actually check the link in the description to one of my newest Divi tutorials. So right here, it says buy product. Now, when they go to the product right here, instead of saying add to cart, what do you want it to say? Something like, I don't know, what's a good one? You know, buy products, it sounds a little scammy. You know, maybe something like see full review. No, that doesn't work. Oh, we'll just do buy product. Okay. Now, what's the regular price for this product? Well, you can put a price or you cannot put a price. It depends on what you would like, but maybe if the product is currently on sale, you can say, yeah, it's usually $100, but now it's just $80. Go check it out on their website. But remember, if their site has a different price, you're going to look kind of dumb, but you know, that's why you do your research. Okay. So here we'll set a product image, something like, we'll add this guy right here. And for the product short description, something like, the best WordPress theme ever. Okay. So I think that looks good. And I'm not going to add this under Patty shirt because this is not really related to Patty. This is an affiliate shirt for commission. And I spelled that wrong. All right. So here I'm going to go to publish. And that's it. That is an affiliate product. Let's go ahead now and preview changes. All right. So affiliate shirt for commission. You guys can see that it was $100, but now it's $80. And it says the best WordPress theme ever. And right here, it says buy product because that is what we put right here under the button text. Okay. So once they click on this, they'll be taken to the URL that you put and voila. If I purchase this product, I will receive a commission. So this is an example of an affiliate product. Okay. So let's go ahead now and move on to the next product. We will talk about the downloadable products and virtual products. You know, most people would probably use downloadable. You know, I haven't really seen a good reason for virtual besides maybe like phone calls or like yoga classes or something like that. And if you guys are interested in booking websites, I do have a tutorial on booking where people can actually book on your website. So be sure to check that out. So let's do something like Skype phone call. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and paste this in. Now, remember, guys, for virtual downloadable, the great part, if you're selling downloadable products, it's amazing. You don't have to ship. You don't have to, generally for tax, you're not going to add in tax. It's just, you know, it's standard on the market. But right here, I'm going to do virtual. Now, over here, we actually have no option for this. Okay, we've actually done all of these. So simple, grouped, external, and variable. So you can actually add in like a virtual variable product or something like that. But for tutorial purposes, actually, no, you can't. No, you cannot do that. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, anyways, so we're going to do a virtual product, guys. Now, right here, how much does your Skype phone call cost? Maybe $100. And that's it. And just give it like a phone call for consulting. And go ahead and put a product image. And we'll put these chicks right here. They're having a good time, you know? We'll add them in. So yeah. Oh, you know, this would be a good one for selfies. Oh yeah, for selfies. You know, there are classes on Udemy like how to take selfies. It is just crazy. You guys are crazy people. So, I mean, those courses cost like $100 too. Like they're no joke. All right, so we made the virtual product. Let's go ahead and click on preview changes. All right, so Skype phone call for selfies. So phone call for consulting. So these girls will help you learn how to take selfies. Okay. So that is an example, guys, of a virtual product. Now let's go ahead and do the last one, which is a downloadable product. So going to, you know what? Yeah, we'll do a new one. We'll start from scratch. So right here, I'll do ebook. Ebooks are probably the most common ones. And right here, I'll do paste. And over here, we're going to do simple product and make it downloadable. All right. Now you can also add an inventory, guys, but I mean, this is really irrelevant because, you know, it's digital. You don't have an inventory. It just makes copies of it. You know, that's the great part about selling digital products. Okay. So we have our regular price. What does this cost? Maybe $100. What's the price? It's on sale for $50. Now you need to basically click on add file right here. Give it a file name. So put ebook. Now, what is the file URL? So right here under choose file, we need to actually select the file. And right here we have document for download. This is a great one, okay? So this is like a document. Maybe it's something like I don't know, like a license code or something. I don't know. It can be anything. So insert file URL, download limit. So how many times you want to let this person download this once it's in their account? Unlimited, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times? Do you want to have this expire? Maybe after 30 days, you can have it expire. So right here, you put the number of days this will expire. So you can put something like, 30 or, whatever you want to put. Download type, you can put something like application software, music, or just a standard product. And also guys, for the standard product, you can just go ahead and put the URL of your music or whatever. It doesn't matter, but this would actually, help it be more descriptive for the product, okay? So I'll just put standard products. And right here, we'll do the worst ebook ever. You would have to be an idiot to buy this. All right, and let's add that in. So right here, we'll set the image as our ebook. Maybe this picture right here, maybe that's the cover. And we'll go up here. Now, we're not going to put this under a category, but maybe over here you might want to put like ebooks. If you have a category of ebooks, that would be an ideal situation. So here, I'm going to go to publish. All right, now let's go ahead and preview changes. All right, so ebook, it is $50, and this is my description right here, and they can add this to the cart. And once they add it to the cart, guys, and they download it under their account section right here, they will be able to download it here under the download section, where they will have the downloads available for them and also their orders. So they will have access to this all the time, okay? So I'm just letting you know, this is what it's going to look like from the customer's point of view, such as the dashboard, the account details. See, account details right here. They can change all their stuff, their addresses, and they can go ahead and log out. They can do whatever they would like, okay? So that is basically, guys, a complete tutorial of the products. And also one thing I want to talk about, if you guys are interested in product add-ons, such as like for $5 more, you can have this. I do have many tutorials on extensions of WooCommerce that will really bring your website to life, especially with shipping. There's a lot of extensions that are really, really good, such as product add-ons, donations, name your price, the list goes on. Be sure to check my channel and look for all of the WooCommerce tutorials that I have, okay? So that's it for this section, guys. I hope it's been helpful. I hope this was pretty easy. It's pretty standard, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the next section. I will see you there. All right, guys, welcome back. So here we're going to talk about some extra WooCommerce extensions that you can have for your website. Now, this is one called product add-ons from WooCommerce. And let's say, for example, you want to go ahead and add something like leather or silk. Now, what this plugin does, guys, it gives you extra add-ons for your products. So you can add all sorts of different kinds. Like right here, we have like this 16 gig, 32 gig, 64 gig, etc. Now, this can basically be anything for your website, guys, and it gives you extra add-ons for your website, such as like gift wrapping or custom engraving, etc., to any of your products, okay? So this is called WooCommerce product add-ons. I do have a tutorial on it. Also, if you guys are interested in like having people take credit card payments on your website, or I'm sorry, pay with credit card on your website, this is a plugin called Stripe. It's a free plugin, and I highly recommend it. And basically, it just gives people the ability to enter in their credit card. And once they enter in their credit card, they can click on place order and then be brought to the next page. Because let's be honest, having only one option for PayPal is not the best idea, especially if they don't want to check out with PayPal. And this plugin has different checkout methods. Like this right here is another one where if you click on proceed to payment, it gives you like this little pop-up bubble. And you can actually add like a logo right here. You can add all sorts of cool stuff. So this is called the Stripe plugin, and I have a tutorial on this one as well. And another one, a good one, is the booking tutorial. So if you guys want to create like a booking website, I have a tutorial on this one as well, where people can say, all right, one person for 1 hour, I want to select the leg class, and I want to go on this day right here. And then from here, I'm saying, all right, let's go around 10 o'clock. And then right there, they'll be charged a price for whatever you'd like, okay? Also, it's good for motels and apartments. So if you guys want to do something like, I want 2 adults, for, let's do the basic room. We have luxury or basic. and I want to go from the 18th to the 21st, they'll be charged a specific rate based off the prices you put. And I also have a tutorial on that one as well. So I'll put all these in the description, guys. These are some really nice extra plugins that you guys can get for your websites. And I do recommend a website called Woomill where you guys can get it for really, really, really cheap. So that's about it, guys. These are, really helpful for your websites. They bring a lot of flavor and extra decor. All right. So that's it, guys, for this section. Let's go on and move on to the next section. I'll see you there. All right, guys, so in this section, we are going to talk about the WooCommerce settings and what they do, okay? So going over here to my dashboard, we are going to access the WooCommerce settings. So if you go over here to WooCommerce, you're gonna see you have orders, you have coupons, and we'll talk about coupons later, how you can create your own coupons. You have reports, settings, system status. So orders are basically saying what has been sold, what has been ordered, etc. Now you can actually go ahead and create your own order, such as someone says, hey, your friend says, hey, can I buy this? You can add in your own order just, for your own records. And also reports is basically saying what has been sold, how much money have you made in the last 7 days, this month, etc. Okay. Now let's go on over to settings. Okay. So here we have the general options. So where is your store located? Well, I am in California. Selling locations. Do you want to sell to specific countries? Do you want to sell to all countries? Do you want to sell to all countries except for, so let's say, for example, I want to sell to all the countries in the world except for, what should we do? Canada. I do not want to sell to Canada. Maybe your product is restricted in Canada. But right here, you can go ahead and say, I want to sell to specific countries. Now right here, I'm basically saying I only want to sell to countries in the United States. I only want to sell to countries in India. And I only want to sell to countries in Pakistan. So here I'm saying I can only sell to countries that are located in, or to customers in United States, India, and Pakistan. Or you can say I want to sell to all of the countries, okay? So shipping locations. Ship to all the countries that you sell to. Do you want to ship to all the countries or only ship to specific countries? Or you can just disable shipping and shipping calculations. So generally you might want to put it under, shipping that countries that you currently sell to, which will correspond to your selling locations. Now, default customer location. Generally, you kind of want to leave it as geolocate. So this is basically saying where they are on the world, that's what WooCommerce will do. It will basically geolocate them, and that will determine where the location is. Or you can say, I want to go ahead and locate them by the address that they use, okay? Or you can put no default location. But by standard, geolocate is a pretty good option. So do you want to enable taxes? Yes, because in the next section, we will talk about taxes in the next lecture. So store-wide notice, what does this do? So going over here, we don't have a store-wide notice. We have nothing. Now let's go ahead and activate it. So I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to put this coupon code, enter $0.99 at checkout for 10% off. So this will actually appear on the website now. So currency options, I don't even know why they have this. You want to put, or first off, the currency. So what kind of currency do you want to put right here? So you can go ahead and select the currency and the currency position. Now, generally, the United States currency is to the left, but I don't know, maybe you want to add it to the right, or you can do something like left with space or right with space. But generally, it's to the left. And for the thousand separator, if you're selling something with thousands of dollars, you would use a comma and a decimal separator, this little thing right here, and the number of decimals. So right here, I leave it at 2, okay? So I'm gonna go to save changes, guys. Now let's go ahead and go to our shop and refresh the page. And you see right here at the bottom right here, where it says enter $0.99 right here at the bottom, enter $0.99 at checkout. So that is the store-wide notice. Now I'm still confused on the color. So you guys can email them. Maybe they will talk about the color, but I've used different themes, and for different themes, it gives me different colors. I don't know why. They still don't have an option for the color yet. Maybe they will introduce that in the next version. Okay. So let's go to products now. All right. So when you first install WooCommerce, it will basically give this to you saying, how do you want your weight in? So right here, we can say, all right, I want my weight in pounds, but maybe if you're selling something very light, you want to do ounces. So the dimensions units. So millimeters, centimeters, millimeters, inches, or yards. Okay. Generally, inches is good. Right here, do you want to enable ratings, such as people leaving ratings on your product? Ratings are required to leave a review. You can do that or not. And right here, show, verify, owner, etc. Now, next thing we have is displayed right here. So right here, we have the shop page, which you can select a specific shop page, but generally by default, once you activate WooCommerce, it will create your own pages for you. And if it has not created the pages for you guys, and you have that problem, there are short codes that you can get on WooCommerce.com, which they will give to you. So be sure to check that out. I will also include that in the description because I've had some clients where their pages did not create. So I will give you the page where you can enter the short codes. Now, shop page display. So right here we have products. But let's say you're saying, look, I only want to show the categories. Okay, so I'm gonna go to save changes here. Now right here, we have all of our products. We have all these products, but if I refresh the page, it's gonna change. Now you see we only have the categories that we created. Remember earlier how I said we should create some categories, such as the Patty shirts? So right here we have Patty shirts, Gucci clothes, and these ones I did not select an image for, so there are no images for that. Now to add an image to a category, all you have to do is go to your dashboard right here, and we're gonna go down to products and go to categories. Okay, and these ones right here, how it says we have the name right there, we can click on edit, and right here we can simply go to add an image, and then from here you can just go ahead and add an image to that category. Okay, so that is basically what you would use this section for. So let's go ahead and go back over here. Now, default category display, you can do show subcategories. Right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I wanna show products. Now, default product sorting. This is kind of a new one, but they can actually do it by default. Now, by default, depending on your theme that you're using, they might actually have an option for that already available. So let's see if my theme has it. If I click on a category. So right here, they already have the default sorting right here. So right here, you can actually do it by default again, but like I said, depending on your theme, they might already have this feature available, okay? So that is basically a quick rundown, guys. And also the product images. I really wouldn't mess with the product images too much because generally, when you select an image, it will crop. But like I said, you can go ahead and go through these settings to get your exact dimensions. But I don't want to go into that too much. But again, right here, enable lightbox for product images. That is basically having that little lightbox open for a product, such as something like this right here. Boom, that's a lightbox. Okay, so do you want to enable that? Yeah, you probably want to leave that enabled. Okay, so we're gonna skip the tax and shipping, but right here we're gonna go to inventory. Now, do you want to enable stock management? So right here, you're gonna say yes, I want to enable stock management, and hold the stock for how many minutes. So when this is reached, the pending order will be canceled. So basically, you don't want to run out of stock you don't want to run out. You basically don't want to run out. And if you do get low on your stock, when do you want to be notified? So right here, I'm saying, look, if my product reaches 10 products, I want to be notified via email that I'm running low on products. Now, if you're completely out of stock, where you have 0, what number of items do you want that? Kind of like when people set their alarm clock, you set it for 7:20, 7:30 to kind of get you ready for it. So right here, I'll put a 3. So I'm going to get a notification saying I'm completely out of stock when I only have 3 left. Okay. Do you want to hide the out of stock items from the catalog? So if you are completely out of the product, do you want WooCommerce to basically just get rid of it, to hide it from everybody? You can go ahead and say, yes, I do, or no, I do not. Or you can say, look, we're always in stock, or you can put, I only have 2 left in stock versus in stock, or never show the stock amount. All right. Now over here for downloadable products. So right here we have the file download method. Forced downloads is basically the best one to use. I haven't really used the XXL. Redirect would basically just redirect them to that page, but generally you want to leave it as forced downloads. Now, do you want to say downloads require login? So this setting does not apply to guest purchases. Now right here, do you want to grant access to the downloadable products after payments? Yes. Now, the reason why you want that selected is because once they purchase the downloadable product, do they have access to it right away? If you check no, then it will be under processing and you will have to manually approve it under your orders section over here, okay? So you can decide to have that or not, but generally for downloadable products, you might want to leave that checked. I don't know why I'm saving it because this is just a dummy website. So we're going to skip tax and shipping for this section and we're going to go to checkout. All right. So right here is coupons. So we will talk about coupons toward a little bit later. It's a very fast process. It's very simple. So right here, you want to basically say, do you want coupons or not? I'm going to put yes, yes or no. Right here is basically saying, do you want to sort of apply coupon codes together? So do you want to stack coupon codes? But you can also set that up in the coupon section, which we will talk about a little bit later. Right here is, do you want to enable guest checkout? Basically, if you disable this, the customer will have to create an account before they purchase a product. So I'm going to say yes, they can buy it and they can make an account later. Force secure checkout. Now, if you have an SSL, you might want to have this checked because this will actually give people the green little padlock at the top. So let's go to like google.com and I'll show you the green padlock. So you see right here, it says secure right here and it's in green, etc. This is a new thing for Google Chrome, guys. So I would recommend getting an SSL, even if you're not selling anything. Just get it on your basic websites. And right here, it says an SSL certificate is required. Okay, I do have a tutorial on Stripe where basically where people will actually enter in their credit card on your website and not be redirected to PayPal. So be sure to check that out. It will be out sometime in, I want to say January 2017. Okay, so I'm gonna uncheck that. Now right here we have the checkout pages. So this is all by default, guys. But if you want to change this, you're more than welcome to. So if you have a terms and condition page, this is where you're going to select it under the pages that you have created. Right here, we have the checkout endpoints. These are basically the URLs. So if you actually set your permalinks to post name, you don't really need to mess with this too much. But if you want to set a specific permalink and URL to this, you can do that. And right here is your payment gateway order display. So right here, I'm saying, look, I want PayPal to be at the top, but I only have PayPal enabled. I don't have direct bank transfer or checks or cash on delivery. I mean, who uses these? I don't even know, but I guess WooCommerce has to offer them. But if somebody wants to enter like a direct bank transfer, they can do that, or a check payment. All right. So let's go over here to, I think it's Box, which is like the bank transfers. So do you want to enable this? If so, you need to put your account name, your account number, your bank name, your routing number, blah, 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 etc., and go ahead and add that account, okay? And they've already given you a description of this, so you don't really need to go into it too much. Next, we have the check payments. Where do you want to enable check payments? I mean, guys, my personal advice is don't do that. They even tell you, why would you do this? But we have to offer it. Because if they send you a check, like they still get the product. What happens if the check bounces on you? You're screwed. You're done. So that is check payments. Next is cash on delivery. Maybe you have a deal with somebody and you're saying, look, man, just pay me later. Maybe you have a vendor that's trusted. You can go ahead and enable cash on delivery. Okay. So that's about it for this section. Let's go on over to accounts. All right. So this is for the account page. So right here, enable registration on the checkout page, or you can enable registration on the My Account page. And this right here is the account page, and this is created automatically when you activate the WooCommerce plugin. Again, I will have the short codes if this was not the solution or the case for you. So display returning customer login reminder on the checkout page. You can have that disabled or enabled. Automatically generate username from customer email, which basically just gives them a username, just like, yeah, this is your username, buddy, And right here you have, of course, the URLs for your account right here, okay? So right here, I'm gonna go to save changes for no reason because this is just for tutorials. Now over here under emails, this is a little important. So this right here is the recipients. So these are gonna go to you, okay? Now this should only show one email, guys. I have, two right here, but for your website, it should only show one because if you get a new order, it's gonna send it to this email. Now, what is this gonna say? Well, let's click on it. So right here, it's gonna say new customer order. And right here, it's going to say email type. You can do like a plain text, multi-part, or HTML. But, generally it's HTML. But if you want to go ahead and I think there's a way to basically, I think under the view, the template. No, that's not it. I think you can actually have like a custom one. I know you can actually customize it for the customers. But you might want to talk to a developer. Maybe they can actually make like a special custom one. But right here, it's going to say site title. So the name of your website, a new customer order, the order number, and then right here, it's going to give you the order number, the order date, etc. And it's going to tell you new customer order. So you will receive an email right here when you get something sold, okay? Or you'll get a notification from WooCommerce. So let's go back to emails. Okay, so this is like the new order. Now these are for you. So let's say this is now for the customer, and the most common one is probably completed order. So right here, you have your site title, which is whatever, whatever name you give your website, and you have the order form and the order date. And right here you can put is complete, and right here you can put the subject, and right here you put the email heading. So right here it says your order is complete, etc. And you can put the email heading as well, and default to your order is complete. Download your files. But again, guys, if you're just selling a regular product, this won't be an option. That's why they left it blank. And if it's downloadable, it will be in their account. So do not worry too much about this specific, the heading, etc. So email type, you can go ahead and select plain text, HTML, multi-part, etc. Okay. So I'm gonna go to save changes, and again going to emails. Now let's say you want to customize these. Let's say you all want to customize these, and you want to basically change the way this kind of appears. So right here is from sender. So when it's from your company, what do you want it to say? All right, so maybe add something in there. And right here is from the address. All right, now the header image. So if you want to give it like a logo, like saying, hey, I want to give it like a cool logo, etc. You'll need to actually go to your media. All right, so I'm going over here. I'm going to go to my media. So media, library. And I'm just going to go ahead and add in this one right here. Now this right here under the URL, you're going to need this URL. All right. And also remember that it must be in your media library. So right here, I'm going to put backspace this, and I'm going to paste that URL. Thanks for shopping in the footer. Now by default, it's going to say something like, WooCommerce, etc. So thank you for your business. Now I've actually added some really tacky colors, like this is the base color, the background color, the body background color, and the body text color. Now this will basically appear on all of your emails, okay? I hope in the future they actually have it for each specific one, but for now, it is just for all of them. So click here to preview your email templates. So this is what it's gonna look like in their email. Now the reason why it looks so ugly is because right here, I added in the background color as red, and over here, the body background color right here, I added that in over there as 2. So it doesn't look too good, guys. It looks kind of ugly. But I'm going to click on Save Changes now because I've actually added my Divi logo. Let's make it a little bit, we'll change it up a little bit, a little bit, yeah, something like that. All right, now let's go ahead and preview the email template. I'm going to close this one. All right, so I made it look a little bit cleaner. Something like this is a little bit more standard. So this right here is referring to each of these sections. So body background color right here. Here is my logo, which I put right here. Okay. So that is a quick summary, guys, of the emails. And last, you have your API. And unless you guys are familiar with like PayPal and everything, this is going to be where your webhook is. And you might need this in the future if you do something like, like Stripe recurring payments. And your key APIs, if you need to add a specific API such as authorize.net or something, this is where you would enter in your keys, okay? So that's it, guys, for the basic settings over here. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next section where we will talk about tax. I'll see you there. All right, guys, in this section, we're going to talk all about the WooCommerce tax options. Now, we're actually going to talk more about whether you should charge tax where they're from or where you should charge tax where you're shipping. Also, what items are taxable. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's go over here and go to Dashboard. And I'm going to go down to WooCommerce and go to Settings. All right, so we're going to go to the Tax tab right here. So prices entered with tax, this is our first option. So we have no, I will enter prices exclusive of tax, and we will have the other option which says I will enter prices inclusive of tax. So if you put no, basically if you go over here, I'm gonna go ahead and go over here and save the settings and refresh the page. You're gonna see that right here, we have the tax right here, and the amount is $139.50. Now the other option will have it inclusive of tax. So I'm gonna go to Save Changes, and over here, I'm gonna refresh the page. All right, so now you see right here, it's basically saying this is excluding the tax right here. And it says it's excluding the tax is there, and the total is $193.50. All right, So basically, I would probably leave it as no, but like I said, I cannot give you any sort of advice regarding tax. So next we have the calculate tax based on. So this is where tax can get a little tricky, but we're gonna go ahead and leave it as the customer shipping address. We will talk more about origin based and destination taxes. So shipping tax class. So we have shipping tax based on the cart items, which are the tax that you set for the items. We have standard, we have reduced rate, and zero rate. Now we will talk more about these options, but there are some reasons why you'd want to have a reduced rate and a zero rate, even if you're selling in a state with tax, okay? So right here you have rounding. Now I will actually put a link in the description to WooCommerce. This is a new feature about rounding. Some states offer it, but my state, I'm not 100%. So I'm going to just leave the documentation for you guys in the description. Right here, we have additional tax classes. So we have 3 currently. We have standard, reduced, and zero. You can add more, but right now I'm just gonna leave it as standard. I think 3 is enough. So right here, we have display prices in the shop, excluding tax. So what does that mean? Let's go over here to my shop. Now these prices right here are without tax. So if you go ahead and change this to including tax, and go over here and go to refresh, you're gonna see the prices all change. So now it's like, $107.50, $43, etc. Because now the prices are showing the product prices plus the tax inside, okay? But generally people don't do that. I'll do excluding. And now display prices during cart and checkout, excluding or including tax. So let me give you an example. I'm gonna go to my cart right here. Okay, one more time. Okay, so we have our products right here. So now if I go over here and say, you know what, I want to basically set the prices including tax and go to save changes. So right now I have the product as $90 and then we have the tax right here. So I'm going to refresh the page. So now the price jumps up. So it's $96.75 because it is including the tax on our cart right here, and the tax thing right here, the tax option has disappeared because we are entering tax inside of the product. Okay, so it's your choice to do either or, but right here I'm going to do excluding tax, and you can give your tax suffix a name. So you know how for water it's like a CRV tax or whatever tax that you're trying to name it, you can go ahead and put that there. If not, it will be tax as default. Now you can display the tax totals as itemized or as a single total. Generally, you want to leave it as itemized, but there are reasons why you want it as single total. So you can go through these two and decide what you would like. Okay, so next let's go ahead and talk about the standard rates. All right, guys, so this is where tax can get a little complicated, all right? And I'll explain it as best as I can and give you a lot of resources that you guys can go and check out, okay? So right here, I actually have the, let's see if I can remove this row. Okay, so this is basically starting from scratch. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert a row. Now, what country code? Well, I'm going to put United States or US right here. Okay. So right now I am selling in the United States. Now, what state? What state am I selling? Now, if you guys need the sales tax for each specific state, you guys can go to taxstar.com/states, and they actually have the tax for each specific state. Because remember, each state charges a different tax rate. So for example, if I click right here on Montana, they have a 0 sales tax and 0. Wow, I didn't even know that. I did not even know that because I have to pay sales tax. So if I go to California right here, we have a sales tax rate of 7.25. All right. So going back over here, I'm going to say California. And if you leave your zip code blank by default, it will apply to all of the zip codes in California. Same thing with city. If you leave it blank, it will apply to all of the cities in California. So what's the tax rate? Well, mine is a 7.25%. What's the tax name? Maybe like sales tax. Now this is actually a new feature. This is actually a priority, and it will give a priority over other taxes that you currently have. Now right here we have shipping. So is shipping taxable for this specific state? I don't really know. So let's go ahead and find out. You can actually find out here for each specific state, guys, on taxstar.com, and it will basically let you know if tax or if shipping is taxable. And I think for California it's not, but I am not 100% sure, guys. So you might want to go through, should you select, oh, here we go. Should you collect sales tax on shipping charges in California? And they give you a link right here. And let's see where this goes. All right, you guys can go ahead and read through that. So based off your current state, you can tax on top of the shipping. So I'll leave this in the description as well for you guys. But for generally, I think it's not. So I'm going to put no. Now, compound. Now, will this sales tax compound on top of any other tax that you have applied? So if you leave this checked, this sales tax will be on top of any other product sales tax that you have applied on your website. Okay. So I don't know if it's taxable or not. I really don't know. So I'm just going to give you guys a list of resources. Now, I bet you're wondering, Daryl, why is there reduced rates and zero rates if you're in California? Isn't there sales tax in California? Well, kind of, because there are actually reduced rates and zero rates for certain products. So going over here to catax.gov. Now, guys, you might want to check your specific state of where you're selling from, but there are certain exemptions from sales tax. So let's say right here you have a zero tax rate. Right here, you guys can add a row. And basically what these are, instead of saying zero tax rates and reduced tax rates, they're basically just categories. So you can think of them more as categories. So this is standard, this is reduced, but in reality, you can name these whatever you would like. So for example, let's say in the United States, let's put United States right there. And I'll put CA. And then right here, I'll put a 0% and a tax name. And right here, I'll go ahead and save the changes. Now, the reason why I'm creating a zero tax rate for this right here is because if I have products that are not taxable, I should add those to my products, right? So let's go on over to here to products. And let's go ahead and go to shirt patty. Okay, remember earlier in the tutorial, we talked about the tax class right here. So here I can say, okay, this product right here is not taxable according to wherever you're from. Let's say you're from a state where they're just saying, you know, you cannot charge sales tax for this specific item. And you might want to check your, you know, your state or wherever you're from and your products to make sure that it is not taxable. So here I'm gonna say, okay, so here I have the zero rate because this product is not taxable. So if they take this to the cart, they will not be charged tax based off this current product. Now there are some also exceptions of reduced taxes. So depending on where you're from, there are some things that you can sell that will have a reduced tax rate. So I am currently from California, so I don't really know of products that are tax exempt, but they do have right here partial exemption rate. So you might want to check where you're from to see if the product that you are selling does have a specific rate that is reduced. Okay, now remember, I don't know what you're selling. So you might want to check those resources. And don't worry, I will link these all in the description for you guys to help you understand taxes a little bit more, okay? So let's go ahead and go back over here to standard rates. Now, let's say you are shipping in California. However, somebody from Montana buys your product. Should they be charged sales tax? Well, there's something called origin-based and destination-based. And this is from taxstar.com. Now, I don't endorse this site any which way. So, you know, if this does not work out for you, you might want to check your state of where you're from. But according to taxstar.com, they actually list a certain amount of sites. So these, states. So list of origin-based sales tax. If you live in one of these states, you should be charging everyone in your state the rate of where your business is located. And they give you a list of states right here. So if you're from California, you're going to be charging a sales tax of of all these states right here of based off where you're from. Now, let's say you're shipping to somewhere in Arkansas. Now, Arkansas and all these states over here in California have somewhat of a different rule. They have a destination-based rate. So you need to charge them sales tax based off where they are from. So right here, I'm gonna click on Alabama. And their sales tax rate is 4%. So you would need to go to your taxes right here and add in one for Alabama. So right here, I'm gonna put United States, and then I think it's I don't even know what it is. Let's see right here. It's what's the initial for Alabama? I don't know. It's something like let's see if they give it to us. I think it's AL, right? Alabama. I'll just Google it. Alabama state code. It's AL. Okay, I was right. So it's AL. Okay. And then right here, I'm going to put 0, 0, 0. And their tax rate is going to be 4% because they are under the list of origin states. Now, you guys might want to go to the irs.gov and maybe give them a call and let them know, hey guys, I'm doing some shipping. What are the rules for shipping? Or go to your local, your tax consultant or wherever, your accountant, and ask them, because I can't really give you advice as far as sales tax. I can basically just redirect you to the certain websites that are appropriate. Okay. So according to jackstar.com, they offer around a 4% rate. So right here, I'm going to do sales tax. And then over here, now can Alabama be charged for shipping? So you might want to go over here and find out if you can charge for the shipping on top of the tax in Alabama. Okay. I know that sounds complicated, guys, but you only have to set this up once. And, the IRS might actually have like a list of all the states on a CRV right here on like a file. So you can just import it right there. And that would basically, automatically do all of your states right here. Okay. So going back over here, guys, that's a quick summary of the sales tax. And I will put those all in the description because I know tax can get a little complicated, especially if you guys are selling a large amount of products. Then you really might want to consult a accountant or somebody that knows more, or even pay the, if you're from California, talk to the IRS and just tell them, hey guys, I'm selling products. I want to know what I should do and what I should look out for. Okay. So that's basically it, guys, for the tax options. Let me see if I went over all these correctly. And let's see right here. Yeah. And also, guys, remember, if it is tax exempt, meaning you're not allowed to charge sales tax, or you don't have to, you're going to go to the product right here. Or if it is a reduced rate under the tax class, you're going to put that rate right here. Okay. So that's it, guys, for the tax setting, guys. I hope that's helpful. I know tax can be somewhat a little bit complicated, especially if you're from, I guess you can say California, because California has a lot of rules and regulations. But that's it, guys, for the tax section. In the next section, we are going to talk about shipping. All right, guys, in this section, we're going to talk all about shipping. We're going to talk about shipping zones, shipping classes, everything shipping in the WooCommerce settings. So let's go on over to here and go to dashboard. And I'm going to go down to WooCommerce and go to settings. So right here, we're going to click on shipping. All right. So I'm going to remove everything right here. I have something right here, and I'm going to click on save changes. Now you should be brought to like a page where it's all pink, whatever, and it basically says add a shipping zone. So let's go ahead and do that. Right here, I'm gonna click on add a shipping zone. And if you're brand new to WooCommerce, there's gonna be like a big purple button, and it's gonna say like add a shipping zone. So right here, let's go ahead and put United States. Now regions. So I'm gonna put United States and click on save changes. Now one more thing, guys, I wanna point out, or two things. If you have an option right here that says shipping zones and it says legacy, go ahead and click on that, and then it's going to give you a little checkbox. Uncheckbox that and click on save, and it will delete it. There is something called the shipping legacy, but it's actually depreciated and they're not using it anymore. But if you have it enabled, it will actually give you two shipping zones. So you want to make sure that you click on it, you uncheck it, and you save it, and it will delete it because WooCommerce is no longer using that, and they will take it out on the next version. Also, one more thing I want to point out is for shipping, I recommend watching my table rate shipping tutorial. There is an extended feature on that plugin called table rate shipping, and it makes shipping a lot more dynamic, and it can really help you out with shipping. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to this. We're gonna go to add a shipping method. So right here, I'm gonna do flat rate, but we have flat rate, free shipping, and local pickup. So right here, I'm gonna go to flat rate. Now that I've added that, let's click on flat rate. So right here is our flat rates, and of course you can change it to whatever you want it to say, like a standard delivery. And is shipping taxable? You might want to check your state of where you're from to see if it is taxable or not. Right here, I'm gonna put no, it is not taxable. And what's the cost for flat rates? Well, I'm gonna say it's maybe $9. So $9. $9 is the cost for my flat rate. All right. So let's go on over to our shop over here. Let's see right here. I'm gonna go to our shop right here, and we're just going to go ahead and go to our cart. All right, so I have these two items. Now right here, you see standard delivery is now $9. But maybe we want to get a little bit more advanced, and also maybe you want to add in something like free shipping. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to open up a second window right here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and drag this over here. And I'm going to go to my dashboard. Now I'm going to go back to WooCommerce and go to settings. And we're going to go to shipping. Now we have standard delivery there, all right? But let's say you want to give free shipping for your products. Well, over here, we're going to click on this. And we can basically change this. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to go back over here. Now you guys can actually delete this. However, I actually want to add a secondary rate. So I want to basically give them another rate. Say, look, I want to give them free shipping, plus I want to give them standard delivery. Now there might be some, I guess you can say, limitations on free shipping. So go ahead and click on free shipping. So right here we have free shipping. Now free shipping requires what? It requires a valid shipping coupon, which we will talk about in the last chapter, a minimum order amount. So this is very common. But over here we have a minimum order or a coupon, or we have a minimum order and they must give a coupon code. So right here I'm going to put a minimum order of maybe $50. Oops. So this is saying if the customer spends more than $50, they will receive free shipping. So right here, I'll put, right here, let's see, in parentheses, I'll put over to let them know that if they spend over $50, they will receive free shipping. So let's go over here to my cart. I'm gonna refresh the page. Now we have two options. So right here, they have a free shipping over $50, and they actually qualify for this. So if I click on this, they're not going to be charged shipping anymore because the order exceeds $50. Okay, so that is a quick little rundown of shipping, but let's go ahead and get a little bit more advanced. Let's go ahead and go to the shipping options. So right here we have enable the shipping calculator on the cart page. You can choose to have that if you like or not. Right here of calculate shipping. Next over here, we can hide shipping costs until address is entered. Now right here we have destination. So you can default it to the customer's billing address or to their shipping address, or force the shipping to the billing address. So whatever you choose to have, you can go ahead and set that up. But I'm just going to leave it as customer billing address. All right, so we've basically done shipping zones, and you guys can add multiple shipping zones. You know, you can add in another one for a different country or different states, etc. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Actually, let's do one more. Let's do United States, and then we'll do something like United States. But now we want to do something maybe like a certain state in California. So right here, I'm basically saying this shipping rate is only applied to Arizona. So I'm gonna click on Save Changes. And right here, I'm gonna do a flat rate. And we're gonna add a flat rate of something like, let's add something crazy, $50. And it's taxable, okay? Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I wanna basically show you that WooCommerce basically knows their location. So right now, you guys can see it doesn't offer me shipping of $50 anywhere because I'm not in Arizona. That's why we actually set the general options as geolocate. Okay, so that's a little quick, summary of why you want to set geolocate on, and this you can, set shipping rates for any specific state, etc. But let's talk more about shipping classes. So shipping classes is pretty important, and we're going to talk about it right now. So right here, I'm going to click on Add a shipping class, and let's say you're shipping something very large. Let's say you're shipping, I don't know, fridges. So we'll put fridges. And then we'll put like parentheses like UPS or wherever you're from or whatever you're doing business with. So here I'll put fridge. And you can give a description for it, but I'm going to click on add a shipping class. Okay. So right here we have fridges, UPS, and fridge, and we have 0 product count. So let's go ahead and go to our products and add the shipping class to one of our products. So right here under Patty shirt, we'll click on this one. And right here, we'll go to shipping. Now right here, we have shipping class. So let's go ahead now and select the one that we created. So fridges UPS. Here, I'm gonna click on update. Okay, so I added that to the carts. Now let's go ahead and go back over here to our WooCommerce settings and go to shipping. Okay, so over here in the shipping classes, you can now see that we have a product count of 1. And if you click on it, it basically lets us know the products that are under that specific category. Okay, and again, right here, you guys can edit it, so you guys can, change the name of it, etc. So right now we have 1 product under this specific category. And maybe you want to select different categories like, small items, big items, fridges, whatever, whatever categories you want to divide it up. Here, I'm gonna go to shipping zones. And let's go ahead now and do something like, we'll click on this one right here, add a shipping method, and let's just select, we'll actually select flat rate. So yeah, standard delivery is flat rate. So just click on the one that you created. Sorry, don't create another one. Now right here, you're gonna see shipping class cost come up, okay? So shipping USPS shipping class cost. So what does this specific shipping class should cost you? So maybe something like, I don't know, $100. And then also you have a no shipping class option where you can basically, put in a no shipping class cost. And right here is calculation type. You can do per class or you can do per order. So there's 2 different methods. There's charge shipping for each shipping class individually, or you can do it per order. Charge shipping for the most expensive shipping class. So if I click on this right here and click on save, we're going to be charged, I think it's $100 now for this product right here, but we have to go ahead and add it to the cart. All right, and what was the shipping product I called? It was like Patty shirt. It was for $1,000. It was for $1,000. So let me go ahead now and find the product for $1,000. Remember, we made the shipping for $100, okay? So Patty shirt, I'm gonna add that to the cart and view the cart. Okay, so right here we have the standard delivery of $109. Now, why does it cost $109? Okay, well, one of the reasons is because we have fridges right here under a shipping cost of $100 plus the standard rate of the other products right here. So as a result, this shirt Patty is charging $100 and these are being charged $9. So as a result, it is $109 total, and that is the standard delivery. So let's go ahead and change this right here to charge shipping for each shipping class individually. I don't think we have any other shipping classes, guys, so it's not really going to make a difference. Yeah, so it did not make a difference there. So if you have multiple shipping classes, this would be an idea. So let's say you have, maybe you have 3 shipping classes. So this is going to charge shipping for each shipping class individually. But if you have the most expensive one, it's just going to say, look, we're just going to charge shipping for the most expensive one. I don't recommend doing that because if you have like 4 or 5 fridges, that wouldn't be something ideal because then they're going to be charged $100 for all those fridges. But if you have it per shipping class, they're going to be charged for each specific class of whatever you put. Okay. So I'm gonna click on save changes, and that is it, guys. So that is a quick summary of shipping zones, shipping options, and shipping classes. I highly recommend shipping classes, but also I really truly recommend the table rate shipping, and I do have a tutorial on it, guys. It will really help you with your shipping. It sort of divides it up by cost or weight, etc. And I have a complete tutorial on it. It will save you a ton of time in shipping. However, if you don't need that, these settings will do just fine. Okay, so that's it, guys, for shipping. I hope this worked out for you. It's not too difficult. It's not too complicated. So in the next section, we're going to talk about the coupon code. All right, guys, in this section, we're going to talk about coupon codes, and we will talk a little bit more about some of the additional WooCommerce settings, such as orders. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a coupon code. I'm going to go over here to dashboard, and I'm going to go down to WooCommerce and go to, coupons right here. So I used to go to settings, So I've actually created some coupon codes before. Now let's go ahead and create a new coupon code. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all these right here. We'll all lead to the trash. These coupon codes are all going. They're all going to the trash, all right? So right here on the top left, I'm going to go add a coupon. Okay, so what coupon code do you want? So I'm going to put Daryl626. Now, what does this do? You can give yourself a small reminder. Now, there's different types of discounts. So a cart discount. So this is a dollar amount on the cart. This is a cart percent. So what percent do you want to give on the entire cart? You can have something like, I want to give 10% off the entire cart. This right here is a product discount, okay? So if you want a specific sale on a specific product, this right here is saying $10 off a certain product. And the last one is a product percent discount. So what percentage do you want to give off a particular product, okay? Now, will this coupon grant free shipping? If you would like that, you can click on yes. If no, you can click on no. So when does this coupon actually expire? So right here, I'm going to say, all right, this coupon is good from, it expires on the 31st. So after the 31st, this coupon will no longer be good, all right? So right here, I'm going to do a cart discount. I'll do product percent. So usage restrictions. So what's the minimum they have to spend in order to qualify for this coupon? Now, what's the maximum? So I'm going to say, they got to spend at least $20 and there is no maximum. So individual use only. Check this box if this cannot be used in conjunction with other coupons. So can this be stacked with other coupons? So if you want it to be stacked, like let's say they can enter in like 2 coupon codes, you would check this box. If you do not want that, you would uncheck that. Exclude sale items. So any items that are on sale will not qualify for this coupon. So if you want to do that, you can exclude sale items. So if you chose product discount or product percent discount, over here, you can actually select the products. So I actually have Patty's shirt right here. So Patty's dress shirt right here are $50. Now it's $50. So over here under the percent discount, I am saying this product will get 10% off. And you can add multiple products as well. You don't have to add only one. Now you can actually exclude products. So let's say for the products right here, this one is going to be excluded, saying I do not want this product to be included in the sale. Now you can also do product categories. So remember earlier how we did Patty's, shirt and all these different categories. So here I'm going to say, okay, so instead I want these product categories to have the sale as well. Now this is only for if you selected cart, okay? So these are basically for the product. This is for the categories, etc. So let's go ahead and change it to cart percent of 50%. Now we're going to go over to usage restrictions. Now here, I'm going to go ahead and say, no, we're not doing products. We're just basically doing cart. So product categories. So I want to also include product categories. Now, if you leave this blank by default, it will apply to all of the items in your shop. Now, exclude categories. So this is a little bit, I say this is a little bit smarter to do. So I'm going to close this right here and say, okay, look, I don't want Divi to be on sale. So everything in my store can be on sale and they'll get a 20% off or 50% off. Only these guys will not do that, okay? And for the email restrictions, so this list of allowed emails to check against the customer's billing email when an order is placed. Separate emails addressed with commas. So if you want to go ahead and give an email restriction, you can put that. If not, you can leave that blank, okay? Now, usage limits. So how many times can this coupon code be used? I'm going to say 200 times. So how many times can each specific person use this code? I'm going to say only once. So if they come to your website and they make an account and they use your coupon code, we are saying that person can no longer use our coupon code because we only give that person one-time use, okay? So I'm going to change this to 5. And under general, looks like everything is good. I'm going to go to publish. So remember, Daryl626 is now our coupon code. So let's go on over to our store and go to our car. Let's go buy something. Or no, we already got the car. Everything's already good. All right. So right here we have the price is $1,180. So let's go ahead and apply the code Daryl626 and click on apply coupon. Okay, I probably needed to, this coupon is not valid for sale items. Oops, guys, I did not change that. I should have actually put that on. So my bad. I'm gonna go over here to coupons. So those items are actually currently on sale, guys. So we need to actually make it so these items are used for the sale. So right here, I'm gonna uncheck that box and click on update. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go back over there. I was like, why isn't it working? That's WordPress, So here, let's go ahead and do it one more time. So again, we have the price right here. Let's go and apply the coupon code. And there you go. So this coupon code saved us 50% off. It removed $590. Okay. So that is basically a quick summary, guys, of the coupon code. They're very simple. They're very easy to use. Now I'm gonna go over here to my dashboard and go to WooCommerce and go to orders. Okay. So remember, guys, these are where your orders are. And for example, if we go ahead and we click on one of the orders, so let's go ahead and view an order right here. So this is an order of the actual sale right here. So right here, it is, the billing address right here, the shipping address. Right here, we can change the order status to pending payment, processing, etc. But for most things, they're all going to be basically processed and done, because there is a setting in WooCommerce to leave it as processed, but I recommended earlier not to do that. And over here, you can do actions like canceled, processing, completed order. But generally, these orders will, be automatic by WooCommerce. You won't really need to do anything unless you made some specific settings in that, okay? Now, also, guys, I recommend watching my Stripe tutorial where people can actually use their credit card and check out on your website instead of PayPal, because by default, WooCommerce only gives you the ability to check out with PayPal. Now, there are other payment methods where you can actually have people check out on your website, and I have tutorials for that as well, okay? So I hope this was really helpful, guys. I know WooCommerce can be a little discouraging when you first get it, but nonetheless, guys, it is a very simple plugin. That's why it is the #1 rated plugin on WordPress, all right? So thanks for watching my tutorial, guys. If you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up. And if you guys are still here, subscribe. Most people would have been gone by now, but thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.